What's up, everyone? Welcome back to I Know Ball. Today we'll be ranking the top 30 MLB shortstops, stacked position this year. Let me know if you have any disagreements. Let's get right into it. At number 30 is Guardians projected shortstop Brian Rocchio. I seriously don't know how he's played 260 games these past 2 years. They've been awful. This past season, he had 233 with a 630 OPS, 75 OPS plus, 5 homers, 44 RBIs, negative 0.3 BWAR, 0.4 F4, bad glove, which is supposed to be a strong suit. He should not be the starter. At number 29 is Joey Ortiz of the Brewers. One of the best shortstop gloves, 13 outs above average, but can't hit it at all. 230 average, 593 OPS, 66 OPS plus, 7 homers, 45 RBIs, 0.3 BWAR, 1.4 F4. He was a league average bat last year, so maybe he'll find that again. At number 28 is Carson Williams of the Rays. I really like Carson. He has an awesome glove, and that will definitely be a strong suit in the MLB. His bat will always be a little bit behind, but I'm sure he'll figure it out. He got beat in 100 at bats this past year, 172 average, 573 OPS, 57 OPS plus, 5 homers, 12 RBIs, negative 0.2 BWAR, negative 0.3 F4. He'll be fine. I'm really excited for him. At number 27 is Brooks Lee of the Twins. Lee doesn't have a bad bat. Like, his accumulative numbers aren't bad. 16 homers, 15 doubles, 64 RBIs, but a 236 average, 654 OPS, 79 OPS plus, negative 0.8 BWAR, 0.3 F4, bad defense. He's going to have to take a big step up for the Twins next year. At number 26 is Andres Jimenez of the Blue Jays. We know he has a great glove at short and second, 11 outs above average, but the hitting still isn't good. 210 average, 598 OPS, 66 OPS plus, 7 homers, 35 RBIs, and 330 at bats. It's just not good. 1.1 BWAR, 1.0 F4. I wonder how the full-time shortstop transition will work out. His bat needs to come back, though. At number 25 is Nick Gonzalez of the Pirates. I hope he's not the starter, but if he is, we'll be fine. In 2025, he batted 260 with a 661 OPS, 84 OPS plus, 5 homers, 30 RBIs, negative 0.6 BWAR, 0.9 F4. He hurt his ankle rounding the bases on opening day when he hit a home run, so he was out for a long time. He was drafted for his hitting, so I'm sure he can turn it around. At number 24 is Anthony Volpe of the Yankees. What happened to bro? Gold Glove winner last year, turned into one of the worst defenders at short, negative 6 outs above average. His hitting sucked. 212 average, 663 OPS, 83 OPS plus, 19 home runs, 72 RBIs. Still a lot of talent. I don't know if I can believe in him or not. At number 23 is Ha-Seong Kim of the Braves. I think if he plays 140 games next year, he's going to get back to what he was with the Padres. He's been disappointing since 2023. In 2025, he played 48 games, batted 234 with a 649 OPS, 83 OPS plus, 5 homers, 17 RBIs, 0.3 B and F4. I still think he's good, just needs to stay on the field. At number 22 is Ezequiel Tovar of the Rockies, dropping down from number 10. I thought Tovar broke out last year, but that was not what happened, especially for Coors Field. His numbers should look better. 253 average, 694 OPS, 83 OPS plus, 9 homers, 33 RBIs, 0.6 BWAR, 0.8 F4. Played good defense still. I'm sure he can bounce back. At number 21 is Otto Lopez of the Marlins. He switched spots with Edwards, and the defense was good at second and short, 9 outs above average. Hitting was mid this year, 246 average, 672 OPS, 86 OPS plus, 15 homers, 77 RBIs, 3.5 BWAR, 2.3 F4. He stole 15 bags. He's a good player, but the hitting needs to come around a little bit more. Starting the top 20 is Mason Witten of the Cardinals. I may be underrating him a little bit because he is still the best defensive shortstop in the National League, no doubt. 21 outs above average, but the hitting metrics look awful, and the hitting was also way down in general. 253 average, 673 OPS, 90 OPS plus, 9 homers, 51 RBIs. I need to see more offense out of him to rank him higher. At number 19 is Xander Bogaerts of the Padres. Bro played great defense this past year, 8 outs above average. The hitting was league average, but the metrics don't look bad. In 2025, he batted 263 with a 720 OPS, 99 OPS plus, 11 homers, 53 RBIs, 2 BWAR, 3.2 F4. Not a bad year, but the offense has to be better with that contract. At number 18 is JP Crawford of the Mariners. Draft night mark, underrated this guy. He is kind of nice. His defense sucks, but his offense outvalues that. 265 average, 722 OPS, 111 OPS plus, 12 homers, 58 RBIs, 3.8 WAR, 2.0 F4. The WAR is higher on both reference and Fangraphs than Bogarts, so he needs to be higher than him. At number 17, Zach McKinstry of the Tigers. 2025 won the Utility Silver Slugger. Didn't deserve it, but it's okay. 295 average, 771 OPS, 113 OPS plus, 12 homers, 49 RBIs. Stayed mid defensively at everywhere he played. I think this might be McKinstry's peak, but who knows? Maybe I'll be proven wrong. At number 16 is Trevor Story of the Red Sox. Story had a great comeback season last year. Awful defense, so I honestly doubt he'll stay at short next year, but he's still got the tools. 31 steals last year was the most in any season of his career, and his hitting came back a little. 263 average, 741 OPS, 104 OPS plus, 25 homers, 96 RBIs. Hopefully this sticks because I'm being aggressive with this ranking. At the halfway point is White Sox shortstop Colson Montgomery. What an amazing rookie year. In only 71 games, he batted 239 with an 840 OPS, 130 OPS plus, 21 homers, 55 RBIs, 7 outs above average, to which is just amazing. 3.3 BWAR, 2.7 F4. Colson is a complete player, and I think he's going to be the future of the White Sox. At number 14 is CJ Abrams of the Nationals. I think CJ had a decent year, but I'm worried for him. His savant looks awful, a lot of blue and no red. Negative 11 outs above average as well. Hitting was alright, 257 average, 748 OPS, 111 OPS plus, 19 homers, 60 RBIs, 3.4 BWAR, 3.1 F4. For how hyped he was, he needs to be better. At number 13, in the same spot as last year, Dansby Swanson of the Cubs. We know he's a good defender. That will always be good, but he was just above an average league hitter in 2025. 244 average, 717 OPS, 105 OPS plus, 24 homers, 77 RBIs. The savant looks good. I think he'd have a pretty good year next year. At number 12 is Jacob Wilson of the Athletics. Man, if it weren't for his teammate, he would have won Rookie of the Year. In 2025, he batted 311 with an 800 OPS, 121 OPS plus, 13 homers, 63 RBIs. Could have looked even better if he didn't get hurt. I'm sure he'll figure out his defense. Another good young Athletic. Just missing the top 10 at 11 is Zach Neto of the Angels. I'm a huge fan of Neto, despite his horrific defense. Got rushed through the system, and it kind of worked. In 2025, he batted 257 with a 793 OPS, 117 OPS plus, 26 homers, 62 RBIs, 29 doubles, and 26 steals as well. Neto can mash, just needs to get better at short defensively. Starting the top 10 is Willy Adames of the Giants. Started off the year horrible, but really turned it around. 5 outs above average, so good defense, but he batted 225 with a 740 OPS, 111 OPS plus. It's not normal for Willie. 30 home runs, 87 RBIs, that's normal. 3.7 BWAR, 4.0 F4. I'm sure he'll be better to start off the year next year. He should be ranked higher though. At number 9 is Elly De La Cruz. Ellie's a freak athlete, but he still needs to fully figure it out, and he might go 40 for 40. In 2025, he batted 264 with a 777 OPS, 109 OPS plus, 22 homers, 86 RBIs, 37 steals, 3.6 BWAR, 4.3 F4. Helped get them to the playoffs for the first time in a while. Bright future in Cincy with Elly. At number 8, having the best season of his career, is Jeremy Pena. 8 OAA in 2025, which is amazing. His offense really went crazy this year, though. 304 average, 840 OPS, 132 OPS plus, 17 homers, 62 RBIs, 20 steals, 5.6 BWAR, 5.7 F4. He's 97th percentile in sprint speed as well. Hopefully, this isn't a one-year thing. At number 7 is Geraldo Perdomo of the Diamondbacks. In quote, last year I said, if he starts hitting the ball hard, he can be a really good shortstop. He still didn't do that, but I basically predicted the breakout. 4th in MVP, which no one was expecting. 290 average, 20 home runs, 851 OPS, 136 OPS plus, 20 homers, 100 RBIs, 27 steals, 5 outs above average as well, 7 BWAR, 7.1 F4. Amazing year, one of the most random bursts in a long time. Perdomo is a top 7 shortstop easily right now. Maybe he'll be higher next year if he does it again. At number 6 is Trey Turner of the Phillies. 17 outs above average at shortstop. Where did that come from? Amazing defensive year for Turner, which helped him get to a top 5 MVP finish. In 2025, he batted 304 with a 812 OPS, 121 OPS plus, 15 homers, 69 RBIs, 36 steals, 5.4 BWAR, 6.7 F4. That's nice. I've never been a fan of his contract, but if he keeps this up, it'll be worth it. Starting the top five is Gunnar Henderson of the Orioles. Had an injury to start the season past year, but I'm sure he'll be all right. In 2025, he batted 274 with a 787 OPS, 121 OPS plus, 17 homers, 68 RBIs, 30 steals, 5.3 BWAR, 4.8 FWAR. He's going to help lead the USA to a WBC championship for sure and help the Orioles again next year. He's a great player. At number four is Mookie Betts of the Dodgers. I get the down year, but people forget this guy lost 15 pounds to start the season due to being sick. I can guarantee that's what hurt his stats this year. Great defense at shortstop. I mean, he's just an athlete, but he batted 258 with a 732 OPS, 104 OPS plus, 20 homers, 82 RBIs, 4.9 BWAR. I can promise Mookie will be fine. I'm hoping this ranking plays off. At number three is Corey Seager of the Rangers. The most quiet 6-4 season ever in only 102 games as well, which is just insane. 271 average, 860 OPS, 151 OPS plus, 21 homers, 50 RBIs, 6.2 BWAR, 4.0 FWAR. Probably could have had a 10-WAR season if he was fully healthy. The defense was great as well. He's 31, still has a lot of great years ahead. At number two is Francisco Lindor of the Mets. We all know how good his defense is. 5 outs above average past year. Amazing offensive year. 267 average, 811 OPS, 129 OPS plus, 31 homers, 86 RBIs, 35 doubles, and 31 steals. So he went 30 for 30, 5.9 BWAR, 6.3 FWAR. Captain of the Mets. Won't be rats or raccoons in the tunnel next year. Still a great season. At number one, also 2 years in a row, Bobby Witt Jr. of the Royals. Not close to as good as the season last year, but he's still number one, so that kind of just speaks for how good he is. 24 outs above average, best shortstop defensively in baseball, one of the top 10 fastest guys in the league as well. 295 average, 852 OPS, 136 OPS plus, 23 homers, 88 RBIs, 38 steals, led the league in doubles at 47 and hits at 184, 7.1 BWAR, 8 FWAR. He's a complete 5-tool player. Bro's only 25 and this good. That's just insane. He could be number one for the next 10 years if he keeps this up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Left Field will be next. Have a great day.